Hey there, got a little different setup today. I'm going to try something totally new, something that I never thought about trying, but I did use a certain type of Worcestershire sauce. I loved it. I thought it was the best thing, and my store quit selling it. So I'm going to make it two different ways. One of them is going to be a quick way, one that goes in the straight from making it to the refrigerator. The other one, you make it and it has to set for, they say, a month to 3 months, and 3 months is better. So I'm going to make that one as well, and then I'll come back when some time has elapsed, 3 months from now, and we'll try it out. I'm going to take some down to my cousin Tim for him to try both of them as well. So let's get going. So first of all, we got to use half a cup of apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons. I'm using dark soy sauce. And then 2 tablespoons of water. And then a tablespoon of brown sugar. I'm going to use that in the other one, so I'll just leave it out. 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger. 1/4 teaspoon of dried mustard. 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. I always use granulated garlic, but it's about the same thing. 1/8 teaspoon of cinnamon. That's a tiny, tiny teaspoon. If you look, I have a couple of videos on measurements, and if you don't have all these measuring spoons, you can use other spoons and cups and things to measure with. You guys can watch that video. I also have a free link to a conversion chart if you want that. So we're going to mix all these ingredients together, and then I am going to put them on the stove. I'm going to bring it to a boil and let it boil for 1 minute. So I'm going to move cameras around, and then I'll get back with you on the other side. So I'm starting to get a little boil here. And I'm going to stir, and then I'm going to time it for 1 minute. Smells good. I am going to add a little bit of fish sauce in here, not a whole bunch, just to give it that umami flavor. I'm going to remove this from the heat, and then we'll get back on the other side. All right, so we let this cook. I don't think you want to go much more than a minute because of the brown sugar in there. You really don't want it to crystallize or to become a syrup instead of a sauce. I'm going to put this down in this bottle. Try not to make too much of a mess. Nope, I am making a mess. But you get the idea. I'm going to get it in this bottle. I'm going to do it over the sink, and I'm going to take this, undo this so I can get this more level, and so it's not pouring off the backside. Showing you the good, bad, and the ugly as always. Usually the ugly on my videos. A little bit warm, but I got the bottle. This is an 8-ounce bottle, and it filled it all the way. I doubled the amount. I showed you the recipe for a single batch, but I doubled it, and I also added the fish sauce, so it made a little more than the 8-ounce bottle. And I'm going to let this cool off, and then I'm going to put it in the fridge, and then in a couple of weeks when I go down for my granddaughter's baby shower, I'm going to give this to Tim, let him try it and see what he thinks. And I'm also going to show you how to make the other one in just a minute. But this one is going to be make it, cook it, let it sit at least a month, but preferably 3 months. And it'll be a while before we can try the one that takes some time, but we will let you know when that time comes and try it out. Tim uses it a lot in his barbecue, and I use it a lot on any beef dish or that viral melting cabbage sauce, and we use it in a lot of different things. It's very versatile. If you're not the type that wants to see how the sausage is made, you probably don't want to watch these videos because there is some stuff in here that I would not normally cook with, but after making the Caesar dressing, having the anchovies in it, I'm not scared anymore. So we're going to give this a go. So you're going to need a food processor or a blender for this first part. And we're going to I poured boiling water over these raisins. It's a 1/4 cup of raisins and a 1/4 cup of boiling water, and you put it in there and you let it set for about 15 minutes to plump up the raisins. So we're going to put those in there. And this should make about 1 quart, and I'm going to take that down to Tim, and I'm going to make myself some in a couple of days, but right now I'm doing this one to take to Tim's house. So we got the raisins, and then we need a 1/2 cup of molasses. Should have been a little more prepared, but that's all right. And this is blackstrap unsulfured molasses. That's what you want to use. And this is the base for the sauce. This has a lot of stuff in it I didn't realize, and I don't even know what this is going to taste like afterwards, so we'll see if it even tastes like Worcestershire sauce. That was a 1/2 cup of molasses, and then some tamarind paste. I've never heard of it, but that's what's in this recipe. So it takes a 1/4 cup of this, pretty syrupy. Kind of looks like molasses. I'm used to cooking with molasses in my mother-in-law's ginger snap cookies. It's also how you make brown sugar, if you didn't know that. For every cup of white sugar, you put a tablespoon of molasses, and you can make your own brown sugar. I think I talked about that in other recipes. We're going to use 2 ounces of anchovies with the oil. This was what was in the Caesar dressing that I thought it had anchovies in it, but until I made the recipe, I wasn't positive. Just dump it. It's a 2-ounce can, and you just dump it in there. Like I said, I'm not as scared of those as I was. You should check out my chicken Caesar smash tacos. They're good, and that Caesar dressing is better than any store-bought dressing. Got the onion. I just rough chopped it. Because it's all going to process in here and turn into a sauce. And that's one large onion. You should probably use a yellow or white onion with this. And then I got about an inch of some fresh garlic. Just chopped it into little chunks. And then I smashed some garlic. It's a whole, I don't know what you call, but it's all the cloves in a bunch. I don't know what you call a bunch of garlic. In the comments, put that down there. I don't know what it's called. I should know. Garlic. And then we're gonna put a cup of vinegar in there. And in this, it's a cup of white vinegar. This is gonna be what makes it shelf stable, putting that vinegar in there. And good job. Okay. Get all that garlic and cloves down in there. The next part we're going to have to cook, so let me add the other ingredients. Just want to make sure this is really good and pulverized. You don't want any lumps or anything like that. Before you start using it, after it sets, you do strain it, so any big chunks of anything will strain out of there. I think one more time and we'll say it's good. Alright. Now we're going to move over to the stove, so I'll get back with you on the other side. So we're going to get this going on the stove. We've got all those ingredients that we did in the blender. And we are going to put 2 whole pods of cardamom. We're going to put a teaspoon of whole cloves. A teaspoon of black peppercorns. A tablespoon of chili flakes, red chili flakes, a tablespoon of mustard, here, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and 2 tablespoons of kosher or pickling salt. And half a teaspoon of cinnamon. We're going to bring this to a boil, just to a boil. Mixing all those ingredients together. Now this one smells super good. And I'm just going to bring it to a boil, so once it starts boiling, I'll come back with you. One thing I forgot to add in there, sorry, was the 2nd cup of white vinegar. There's 1 more cup of vinegar. There we go. Now we're going to wait till it comes to a boil, and then we'll take it off. Alright, it has just come to a boil, so I'm going to take it off the heat and I'm going to let it cool down a little bit, and once it cools down, then we're going to jar it up. So we'll come back on the other side. So I let this cool off in the pan for a little bit and put it in here. I'm still going to let it cool off a little more before I put the lid on it. Oops. Make sure Walmart sells plastic lids for I know other places do, probably Amazon, wherever you can get them. But put a plastic lid on it because the vinegar, it will corrode the metal lids that come with the jars. So make sure to do that. And this one, if you could smell it, guys, this is probably going to be the best Worcestershire sauce. This one is pretty vinegary, so if you like vinegar, probably like this one. This one has the rich, deep umami yumminess smell of Worcestershire sauce. So probably this is going to be my go-to from now on. I am going to make me a jar. I just made this one because I got to take it down to my cousin Tim in a couple of weeks, and I want it to be ready. So you're going to put a plastic jar, plastic jar on the jar. Put a plastic lid on the jar. Put it in a cool, dark place and let it set at least a month. If you can let it go 3 months, even better, because that'll give it more deep, rich flavor that you're looking for. Don't be scared to try to make something on your own. I thought about it. I was like, I can't find what I want. I went online, I went on Pinterest, I looked up like 10 different recipes, and these are the two that I decided to try. I decided to try this one because I needed some Worcestershire sauce right away, but I don't think I'm going to like this one as much as I like this one. So, but you can make up your own mind. Go online, see if you can find more. Play with it, experiment with it. Maybe I might want to do something different to this next time I make it after we try it. But it's going to be 2 to 3 months before I know that. Might get some more in January after this batch. So hope you guys are really enjoying our channel. We really love making these videos. It's fun for us. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, of course. Put some comments below if you have a recipe for Worcestershire sauce. Put it down there. Let us see it. Maybe I'll try that one and like it better than this one. Tell us where you're watching from. Whatever you can do. It really helps our channel, though, if you like, share, and subscribe. So please do that. And as always, have a blessed day, and we'll see you next time.